Hello, and welcome to the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap. As always, I am WildWeiler. So, this week, kind of like last week, I think I'm finally on the mend, but the problem is it's still winter where I live, so I didn't get outside too much. So, no bird photos again, which is really bumming me out. I am going to try to get bird photos this week. I'm going to try. So, trust me on that. But, anyways, didn't do that. I really wanted to, and even some friends encouraged me to, but it sadly didn't happen. But what did I do this week? Well, I did a lot of really fun stuff. Number one, I wrote a new blog post, so that's up at wildweiler.world. It's part of my This Week I Played series, which is where I review games that I kind of just either buy or download from Games Pass that I don't feel like streaming or recording. Like, they're the games I play for me, and sometimes I have thoughts about them that I would normally get out during a streaming or recording session, but haven't. So instead, I write them all up and I put them on my blog, wildweiler.world. Link in the description. Anyways, so check that out. I have a lot of thoughts on Days Gone, and frankly, none of them are very good. So, spoiler alert, but if you want to hear them in detail and possibly respond, please check that out. I also started reading the book His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik. It's a take on the Napoleonic Wars, and it asks the really important question, one that I had never thought to ask. What would happen if there were dragons in the Napoleonic Wars? So I will keep you updated and probably when I finish, talk about my impressions of the book. So look forward to that. But most importantly, Snowpiercer Season 3. I bought it on Amazon because I was like, I'll wait for the whole season to come out, but I couldn't. I just couldn't wait. So I bought it early, and I'll be watching the episodes as they come out, and I'm really excited because Snowpiercer is my favorite television show that's currently running right now. So I'm going to talk about that. And if you don't want to hear me talk about Snowpiercer because it will spoil, like, say, Season 2 or parts of the graphic novels, skip ahead. Hopefully this video is correctly time segmented so you can get the correct chapter and just jump right over Snowpiercer, but also the Snowpiercer graphics will be off the screen when we're there. So, Snowpiercer. I want to get something out of the way. When the trailer came out for season 3, there was this image, which is Snowpiercer, the engine itself, right up front, and it looks like it's not on any tracks. And I thought that meant that the pirate train, the part of the train that broke off at the end of season 2, was like Snowpiercer from the graphic novel Snowpiercer 2 Explorers, where the first segment of cars in the train has caterpillars, like the treads underneath it, and it can go off the tracks because they drive across the ocean in that graphic novel, which is really cool. And I was like, oh, this is going to happen. Like, this is going to happen during the season. Well, as it turns out, no, this was just an establishing shot for basically the first episode. So that prediction was wrong, but that got me thinking, what if I put some of my predictions down right now in video? Okay, so we're going to do that. My big prediction, episode 2, they found Asha, who is a survivor that was living in a nuclear power plant, and she makes an offhanded comment about marauders. In fact, here is the thing I'm talking about in its entirety.
Marauders killed about half of us before they died out, and then
Marauders.
And then the cold or radiation poisoning took the rest of us.
But do you see how Leighton just readdresses it, but she moves on? I think this comment about marauders means there's other survivors out there, like Snow Wasteland pirates, or potentially, I don't know what. But I suspect what we'll see is some sort of marauding faction living underground, much like the scientists in the third graphic novel, Snowpiercer 3 Terminus. And what will happen is at the end of this season, we will see everybody get off the train. And then season 4 will be very much like trying to get back on the train, like trying to survive a bad situation. Very much like the third season of Battlestar Galactica. So that's my prediction. My prediction is at the end of season 3, the train will stop because it will be safe to, but not in a good way. So I don't think they're necessarily going to find paradise, which is what they're looking for. but I think something else will happen. And I know that's not really a good prediction, so I'll solidify that. My prediction is there's going to be an underground bunker that is ultimately controlled by bad guys that Snowpiercer stops at. Okay, there we go. That's it for Snowpiercer talk. But that was a lie, because this week on the channel we have episode 5 of our Freedom Fighters Let's Play. But also, I'm going to be playing Snow Fighter, the official Snowpiercer video game. And it's just going to be a short little video that'll come up, I think, Tuesday. Don't quote me on that, but keep an eye out. So what did I do this week? This week I streamed Dying Light 2 over on Twitch. And that was fun. I will say that the parkour, like, if your game's mechanic is parkour, it needs to feel smoother, because it doesn't feel smooth. It's really clunky. The parkour is not great, but the rest of it's fun. The combat's pretty fun. There are too many button pushes for some of the combos, and I think this is going to be one of those games where you just kind of brute force your way through levels, but whatever. And that was it. That was all I did this week. I basically just read books, watched Snowpiercer, and played Dying Light 2. So stay tuned for next week, when hopefully I will have some sort of pictures, hopefully bird pictures, but it is winter here. This is not the time for birds. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.